Hello and welcome to another audio analysis. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the track Silent Stranger by the American rock band Against the Current. This is the latest addition to the string of standalone singles that the group have been releasing since their 2021 EP Fever. We've had Wildfire, which they worked with the LEC on. We've also had Blindfolded and Good Guy, and we're adding Silent Stranger to that mix as well. And the band really have been playing with different sounds with these recent tracks. They've been dancing between pop punk, pop rock, and also a bit of synth thrown in there as well, really showing their repertoire and the ability they have to dance between these different styles, which is really aided by the vocals provided by Chrissy Costanza and her ability to really fit into these different styles. So will this latest track feel like a friend or an acquaintance? Let's take a look at exactly how it sounds. Okay, I'm loving some of the work we're getting from Will Ferry on these drums, really adding this etchy, quick, dotted pace at certain points in the track, then really thickening it up for the chorus to really add a bit more power and a bit more emphasis to that part of the track. So really some great work from him in really setting the energy and setting the tone for this track, really doing it certainly very well. And I really like the way that the lyrics are constructing this idea of who are you with the lights out, this kind of building this idea of being alone, being in the darkness, and we can really see this is about voices in your head, these things that you can't see, these silent strangers. My human nature makes me a stranger to everyone I know. And I actually really like the title of this track because it has that double meaning, that voice in your head that is a silent stranger. No one else can hear it, only you, and it feels very distant. It doesn't feel like a part of you, but also the fact that sometimes the effects that that silent stranger can have can turn you into a silent stranger. It can kind of cut you off from your friends. You don't want to talk to them, you don't want to see them, and you see this friendship dissolve because you've distanced yourself from somebody. So I like that kind of double-edged meaning to the actual title of the track. And we can really see in the chorus, voices fill my head with noises, drain me of this poison because I'm not who you think I've been. So you can really see this idea that there's a part of you that makes you become somebody else, that makes you feel like that, and you can't break this cycle, and I'll die a silent stranger, so I'll die alone effectively. So really they're playing on both sides of this song through the actual lyrics as well, which I think is really, really smart. And one thing I really do love that Chrissy does, and it's something that the likes of Hayley Williams does as well, a couple of other vocalists, they kind of switch the register or switch the tone in the middle of a lyric to really give it this kind of sharpness to it, to certain lines, to certain lyrics, and really stop it from just being one singular deliverable style on the actual lyrics and the actual tone that she's bringing across. And it really adds these little creative flicks into the music, and she controls it very, very well. It never feels like it's overused or disjointed. It's really great how she uses, especially in that second verse, really just making these occasional little flicks to really just add a bit more depth to the actual track and not just kind of really show her ability and her range as a vocalist and her ability to really dance between them, because it's not quite that easy to kind of constantly flick between these different registers in the middle of the same lyric, and she certainly does it very, very well.
Fill my head with noises, train me of this poison, and I'll die a silent stranger. Voices fill my head with noises, train me of this poison, train me of this poison. Sometimes will you think I've been frozen? I'm someone I don't know, and cycles never broken, and I'll die a silent stranger.
Well, I actually really enjoyed that. A very strong and very steady rock track really coming in, really playing more to element, making great use of the keys and the electronic drums as well to really show again their ability to dance between these different styles and genres. But I would actually argue this is that's probably the strongest of the few tracks they have been releasing recently. I really got into that. I really like the quick drumming style that really came in, and really a lot of focus on a very, very smart title on the way they bounced around with these two ideas. The idea of breaking off from everybody else, the idea of dying alone, but also having this voice in your head, this poison that is corrupting you, and being aware of it but not breaking the cycle because you're not able to break it, so it's leading to that point where you die a silent stranger. I also really liked the backing vocals, the layering, and really kind of creating this ethereal atmosphere that we did have, this voice in your head, this thing that only you can hear, almost like a ghost. So I quite like the way they did that with some of the production styles that they actually opted to use, but certainly just a very steady track. I really do like their ability to put a lot of emphasis on the production and really just kind of blend in lots of these different sounds and styles without overcrowding the track. It's something they've done on most of their tracks and something that really does come across and makes them such a formidable band. And one of the things I really did enjoy about this track was really that personal touch that really comes through, the constant use of I, even in the pre-chorus. I know it's all lies I brought to life. So you can really see this person reflecting on themselves and understanding that now I don't know how to be someone real. So you become this husk of yourself. You change into something you don't want to be because this other side almost takes over. Hate that I fake the way that I feel. Again, this idea that we often see with things such as mental health is people just lying, oh, how do you feel? Oh, I'm okay. You just kind of hide it, brush it under the rug, and you fake the way that you are and rather being open. So you can see them putting a focus on that as well. And it's not until you're really willing to battle that silent stranger or reach out to people and kind of make those connections again that you're actually able to start really battling it. And until that point does come, you really have to either deal with it or just kind of live with it, and it can turn you against all the people that you know and love. So that will be everything for today's video, but as always, feel free to let me know your thoughts about this track in the comments section below. How do you feel it lives up to some of the other tracks they have been releasing, such as Good Guy, Wildfire, and a variety of others? I would love to know your thoughts. Also, if you'd like to see more content like this, then please do feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in the next Dojo Analysis.